Hey there, it's David H. Lawrence the 17th, and today I want to discuss with you a phrase that I use, all the time, and it just became clear to me the other day when I got a couple of questions about it that not everybody knows what this phrase means. It's the phrase the cloud. What is the cloud? As an example, with Rehearsal Pro, you can do your script markup, your highlights, your comments, your recordings of scenes on one device and have them show up on another device because we share them via the cloud, our particular version of the cloud. First, why is it called the cloud? Well, in network diagrams, when a network engineer is laying out what computers are going to be used where and how they're going to be used, the internet is usually represented by an icon that looks like a cloud, which is why IBM uses the cloud for its cloud services. So that's why it's called a cloud, because all of these computers are accessible via the internet. You have to have an internet connection to access the cloud. Now, what is the cloud? It's nothing more than a collection of computers, usually stationed around the world, working together as one big organism. And it's not just one cloud. There are a number of clouds, but they're referred to as the cloud. So, for example, you've probably seen Apple's iCloud. That's a cloud. They have a number of computers, thousands of them around the world, that store data for Mac users and iOS users, people that use iPhones and iPods and iPads. Google has cloud services that they sell to businesses. Also, consumers can buy storage on Google Drive, which is nothing more than a series of hundreds of thousands, actually, of computers that work together to store people's data. Microsoft has a service called Azure, which is usually aimed at businesses. Amazon, same thing. They have Amazon Web Services, or AWS, and we use S3 as a storage service and EC2 as a computing service. And that's kind of the way clouds work. Either they're doing storage of data, just simple storage of data, or if you need to operate on that data with a computer program, with a program of some sort or a server of some sort, then you use a computing cloud, which actually is just kind of like your personal computer. It just exists on the internet. It exists in virtual space. It's not an actual, necessarily a physical box. So the cloud itself is called a cloud because it not only about that icon, but also because, like clouds, they kind of circle the earth. They work together. They're kind of a connected organism kind of thing. I hope that explains what the cloud is. If it does, great. Let me know in the comments below. And if it doesn't, if there's something I can clarify for you, let me know in the comments below, especially on votogogo.com. We use the cloud to store our videos. YouTube is a cloud-based service. And we're also going to be starting to use the audio from these videos as a podcast. So if you don't have a screen to watch at some point, you can just use the Apple Podcast app and listen to the audio. Because most of what I do is pretty oral as opposed to purely video. So on the rare occasion that I show an icon like I did in this video for the IBM Cloud, I'll probably call that out in the audio, but that's what we're going to be doing. And I'm going to be resurrecting the personal netcast with everything that went along with that in the early 2000s and the mid 1990s. If you'd like to join my YouTube channel, go ahead and click on my head over there. If you don't see my head, there's a subscribe button somewhere on the page. If you'd like to watch the latest video that I've done, go ahead and click on that frame and YouTube will play it for you. I'm David H. Lawrence the 17th. I thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you tomorrow.